Hey guys, it's Lydia again, and I want to share with you today what it is like to mystery shop with TrendSource. I believe they're also sometimes called MSI, mystery shopping. With them, I'm able to mystery shop at Kroger, and I just want to share you kind of the process of how that works and if I think it is worthwhile to mystery shop with them. The first thing that happens when you sign up to mystery shop with them at Kroger is you have to take this quiz. And the downfall is you have to take this quiz every single time you want to mystery shop at Kroger. So if you mystery shop once a week, you have to take this quiz, which is basically the same thing. I know it's not the end of the world, but other companies that mystery shopped with, you can take a quiz for a company and then you're done if you've passed it. But this one, you have to take it every time. That allows you to be able to mystery shop that specific time. When you go, you sign up, and they usually give you 2 days to mystery shop. So like a Monday, Tuesday night, or Saturday, Sunday night, you can do one of the two of them. So it does leave you a few options. So if you want to sign up Monday or Tuesday, you think you're going to go Monday and things change, it does let you have some flexibility. But they give you this form, and I know you're not going to be able to see it, but you can kind of get an idea for the length. There's 2 pages of questions that you're going to be looking for, and at first it is way overwhelming, but honestly anymore, I have mystery shopped with them enough that I don't even I do look at the form because there's some things on there that I'll tell you about that you'll need to know, but I don't have to look at all the specifics because those aspects don't change. They ask you to be in the store for about a half an hour, but the benefit is you can grocery shop while you're there, because you are going to be asking people questions and you're going to have to be shopping and looking like you're truly there. So I do my grocery shopping while I'm there. So that half an hour really is not that horrible. If I were to just go into the store and walk around, half an hour would seem like a long time. But you have to at least buy 3 items while you're there. Some require you to buy something from the deli counter, but not all. But half an hour is really not that bad. Now, when I get back and fill out this form, I think this is the most time-consuming part. You have to do it online, and it probably takes me, knowing what I'm doing, it still takes me about 20 minutes to do it. Payment for the project, depending on if you buy deli meat or not, is $14, or I think with deli meats maybe $17. I don't do one with deli meat very often. So payment-wise, looking at $14 for about an hour's worth of your time, half an hour of that you would have been doing anyways. Not too bad. It is time-consuming-ish, but if you're struggling to pay for your groceries, this is a great way to pay for it. This form is split up into 3 different sections. The first one, you have to walk into Kroger, and you have to walk all the way around the store and see what associates you can find, and you need to walk past them and see if they'll talk to you, be willing to smile at you or anything. So you're basically counting the associates and seeing if they realize that you're even there. The second thing you have to do is you have to go to, there's 3 different focus departments you have to go to. So usually produce is one of them. And this time I had to go to produce, meat, and deli. And they give you 4 different questions. I'm going to read you the produce questions that I could ask this time. One, I had to choose one of them. One was, what's the best type of mushrooms that I could use for grilling? What pairs well with mangoes? Is there a way to tell which area these grapes come from? Or how should I store fresh herbs? So they gave me those 4. I only have to choose one, and I have to ask somebody in produce. Then I have to go to the meat department, and they give me 4 different questions I'll have to ask them. And then I have to go to the deli and ask them one of those questions. You try to find somebody. Sometimes there's not somebody there, so if you make 2 trips through the store and there's nobody, you're allowed to just move on and explain that, there wasn't anybody in the store. You also have to go to grocery, and your goal is to find 3 people and ask them where something is located, and then you see if they know where it is and if they're willing to take you to it, or if they just say, go down to aisle 10. I never find 3 people in my grocery. I don't have the biggest Kroger, so I have a hard time finding 3 people. Sometimes I don't even find any. Once again, I just explained to them I walked through the store 2 times and I couldn't find anybody. And you have to remember things about the people, like their name, which I always write down their name in the store. Things like hair color, if they have anything specific about them, like glasses or mustache. I'm not the best at remembering all those little deciphering things. But just to help them get an idea in case there's 10 mics working in the store, they know maybe which one it is. But that is the second part of this. And then the third part is pretty simple. When you go to checkout, you just see if there's a front end associate, which they're usually dressed differently, what they are doing, and then you have to go to a checkout lane that has obviously a cashier and that has a bagger, because they want you to see what the cashier and the bagger are doing and just make sure they're doing their job, and you have to analyze them a little bit as far as if they were doing their job well. And then you are free to leave the store, and you have to fill out this form online. I believe it's by midnight that night. Usually their shop times are Monday through Friday, 4 to 8, and on the weekends I believe it's 12 to 6. Not 100% sure, I don't do the weekends a whole lot. But those are the time frames they kind of give you in order to shop. So it's a pretty simple, it is a little time consuming. So depending on what stage of life you are on, how desperate you are for money, how much you're trying to pay off debt, whether it's worth your time or not, how many kids you're dragging to the store with you. And this is one I do take my kids with me almost every time I do it. And I've never had a problem with it. It does not specify anywhere you have to be going by yourself. So my husband and my kids usually go, and I usually leave them a few times to do different aspects, and that's what we do. So I am in no way getting affiliate points or anything for this. I'm just trying to share with you my experiences, what I think of this company. I've always been paid on time. I've never had issues with that. Legit, as far as that goes, it's not a scam. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know below, and I will leave a link to their website in case you're interested in signing up and getting paid to grocery shop. So thank you, and I hope that you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.